Welcome to Bastard Quest. I'm your game bastard, Kyle.
I'm Todd.
Corey.
Austin.
We're here again recording our final episode of Cities Without Number, a game from Sinomony Publishing. Kevin Crawford is the author.
Yeah, thanks, Kevin.
Yay, Kevin.
Cyber.
This game is not out yet. We're using a draft copy of the rules available because of Back to Kickstarter. This game will probably come out sometime circa 2024. So what characters are you guys playing? You're all operators, which is game parlance for criminals.
I'm a criminal slash thief slash hacker. Not so great at the hacking, we found out. Although I did actually manage to turn off the security systems for the sausage warehouse or factory that we're trying to impenetrate. But impenetrate, is that a word or just penetrate? I think
penetrate, yeah.
I don't know how you impenetrate something. But anyway, my character's name is Johnny Demonic. And he is in the back seat of the Ford Focus, barely hanging on to life, while in Cyberland he is being tortured by a small child with a pair of pliers.
Yeah, that's nice. Austin, who you got?
I am Hitch, the streetwalker.
All right, Corey.
Themen W. Nonami, Outlander.
Sure.
It's his Focus getting fucked up down there, and blood all over it.
Yeah.
And Hitch and Themen are on the roof of this meatpacking plant because you guys were going to dump some narcotics into the air circulation system to knock out the gang.
Everyone inside.
Inside, so you can abscond with some other narcotics.
Yeah.
So Themen and Hitch, you're on the roof. You're kind of crouched down behind the low wall that runs around the top of the roof, looking down a couple stories on the car where Johnny is basically having a seizure from the mental trauma that he's enduring.
Hitch is still trying to raise him on his smartphone,
which is not working. You can't see Johnny enduring this because the security guard had walked out and was essentially harassing Johnny about about some security alarm going off. But you can tell from your phone that the security system for the meatpacking plant where the gang has their base, essentially the Stamper gang, is under, Johnny's control. The security system's been shut down, so you should be able to do whatever you want and no alarms will be raised.
As Johnny is being cyber tortured,
yes,
mentally he has gone to his happy place, which is playing football for Gene Hackman.
Now, Hitch and Themen can see this back to the security guard. He's waving his phone around. You figure it's only a matter of time before he calls the cops, who, given where you are, may or may not respond. If the meatpacking plant is tied into any actual corporate structure, they'll most likely call corporate security, which are somehow worse than the actual cops. What do you guys do? You have your narcotics with you. You're near the big air conditioner condensers on the roof.
Austin, you have you're the assassin type, right?
Yeah.
Well, shoot that guy. I'll dump the pillow. You snipe don't you have sharpshooting or something wonderful?
Well, I have a shoot of 0.
Yeah.
But I do have a ranged base attack of +2.
Oh, okay. Well, that's kind of snipey.
Yeah. That's at least ranged combat.
I mean, do you have a silencer for your weapon?
I do not.
So people would hear the gunshot. Now, this is a horrible dystopian future. So
I'm sure they're used to gunshots.
I was going to say, it's not terribly uncommon to hear just random gunshots.
Yeah, especially in this neighborhood.
And of course,
factories and such.
If Corey goes ahead and dumps the pillow, then all the people inside are going to be knocked out. So
that is true.
Plus, they're having a wake for Ramirez, so the music is blasting. Yeah.
They just think the gunshots are echoes of his past.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to say Hitch kind of takes a prone position on the outer rim of the roof, kind of overlooking the ground over the top of the facade, places his pistol against the edge of the roof and uses it to steady himself. Is there any extra bonuses I can get for taking aim like in other games?
So you wouldn't get any bonus, but this guy's in normal clothes. He's in a security guard uniform. He's not a combat soldier, so his AC is pretty low, and he doesn't expect an attack is coming. Okay. So you don't even have to roll initiative. You're just going to get a chance to shoot him before he's going to do anything.
Okay. So then I'm just rolling a D20 with a +2 base attack.
Can I be pillowing the AC at the same time?
You absolutely can be.
Okay.
Well, I rolled an 8.
Well, his AC is 10 All right, we'll get back to you in a second. Corey, what skill are you using to access the air conditioning system and dump in the drugs?
I have a skill of fix. Can that be, I know how ACs work?
Yeah, I mean,
I have to fix the AC and the Focus quite a bit.
Yeah, that gives you some insight. You know, okay, these are the screws I need to take off. This is the fan that blows it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's pretty simple. That's going to be difficulty, we'll say 7.
Okay.
And remember, that's 2d6 for a skill.
That's a 6.
Did you add one of your attributes? Because it would be like intelligence plus fix.
Oh, I have +1 in intelligence.
Perfect. There you go.
So you rolled a 6 and you had a +1, basically.
Yeah.
What you do is you disconnect the fan so you don't blow pillow back into your face.
Yeah.
You put in a kilo of pillow, open it up, spread some on the base of the air duct, seal it back up, then reconnect the fan so it blows it in and you're not exposed to the drug, which would have been the failure consequence.
No.
Meanwhile, Hitch just completely missed the shot that went through the window and almost hit Todd in the head.
I always do that.
Don't worry, he didn't notice the bullet coming through the window because right now a demon is pulling out part of his intestines with pliers.
Hey.
The security guard did. He freaks out.
In my mind, I'm in a lake house with Sandra Bullock.
He freaks out, stumbles around, falls on the ground. Everybody roll, or at least Austin and Corey roll initiative.
Okay.
And what is that?
You guys don't each roll for initiative. Each side rolls for initiative, so you roll a d8 and add the best dex modifier. Now, fortunately for you guys, Scott doesn't have much of a dex modifier. He actually has a -1, so he got a 1.
Okay.
Do we both roll and...
It doesn't matter which of you rolls. You add the best dex modifier to it.
Okay.
We got a 3. So.
Okay, so you guys go first. So this guy's stumbling around, trying to get to cover, tugging the pistol in his holster. It's still buckled in. He's basically in just immediately panicking.
Well, Hitch is going to take another shot.
Okay.
Oh, natural 20 plus 2, so a 22.
Okay, roll your trauma die, which I think for pistol is a d6.
For light pistol, trauma die is 1d8.
Oh, it's a d8. Okay.
That's a 7.
So you inflict trauma, so roll your damage, and it'll be ×2.
Okay.
So it should be 1d6 damage.
It is 1d6. And I rolled a 6.
So you do 12 points of damage, which there's this moment where the security guard stops, gets to his feet, and looks straight up at Hitch, and the bullet goes straight through his left eyeball. And it's a pistol, so it's relatively low velocity, so it's not traveling at enough speed to crack out through the back of his skull, so it just bounces around inside his head.
Wow.
And just essentially liquefies his brain before being ricocheted off the top of his skull down his throat, and it exits out his crotch.
Oh, I see. Is he
Yeah.
going to be okay, or?
He just waves and says he'll walk it off.
Okay.
No, he collapses immediately dead.
Nah.
He had like 4 hit points.
Yeah.
And he took 12. See, right now there are a lot of people thinking, that's so ridiculous. Actually, what I just described happens quite a lot.
Oh, okay.
If at the...
Happened to JFK.
Yes. The first real study of it was in Vietnam. At a certain range, an M16 bullet starts to keyhole, which what they mean by that is it becomes so destabilized that it starts to spin in the air. And so they would find a lot of bodies with just like a key-shaped wound because the bullet would hit them essentially not point on, but sideways. And then it's traveling at such low velocity that it just bounces off stuff, and it's horrifying. It's actually way better to be shot at a much shorter range and it just goes straight through you.
Damn. Why didn't they just design bullets to do that normally?
Well, I mean, the downside is that, like, because you would lose a lot of your range of the weapon.
Well, maybe they should make melee weapons like that then. The old sideways knife.
I mean, you could just tape a key to a hammer or something and just go to town. So the security guard is dead. Everyone on the security feeds now. If Johnny wasn't dying, he could see this. But we'll say he wired the feeds to your phone, so you guys can see through the security feeds that his deck has control of. That he's asleep at the wheel, and the pillow starts billowing through the workrooms of this meatpacking plant. Workers just start stumbling or falling down. You see one, and it zooms in like. Some autofocus on the camera zooms in and it says worker Mary Hill, and she's got this big industrial saw and she's cutting open a cow carcass. And she starts to stumble and falls, and like the saw like is in her hands, but it's still connected by like a chain to the top of the facility, and there's all these hoses come down that power it. and she stumbles and falls and loses control of this big industrial saw, and it just lops her legs off the knees.
Jesus.
Now, she's like on pillows, so she's in and out of consciousness. The blood's spurting everywhere. You're not sure if she's even aware of it. But as she's falling, her hand disables the safety feature, and the chain drops, and then it lands on her chest. And just cuts her almost in half.
Oh, my God.
But she's probably fine.
Wow.
That's Patreon member Mary Hill.
Yeah, thank you, Mary.
And you see all the Stamper gang members in the rec room essentially passing out one by one.
Oh, no.
None of them die that way. Those security guard's name was Don Ramirez. It was Colby's second cousin.
Man.
So another Ramirez bites the dust.
So, Thetan and Enemy, do you want to get inside and grab up all the pillow, and I'll go check on John?
Okay, sure.
You guys can see Todd in the backseat of the Focus, sprawled out, foaming at the mouth.
Okay. I would like to enter the building. I'm gonna need something so I'm not breathing in pillow.
Correct. I'm sad that you thought of that.
Yeah. Well, I'd imagine like a lot of these kind of industrial buildings, like you walk in and there's like aprons hanging by the door.
Yeah.
I'm assuming there's some kind of like masks.
Well, they would have really basic keep the hair out of the meat masks. They don't have full on.
But if you're an outlander, surely you've got one of those like shrouds that they wear out in the desert wastelands.
Drug-proof shrouds.
Tell you what, Corey, roll your luck,
Okay.
and we'll see if there's anything that would be useful.
Okay. So it's a D20.
Yes, it is a D20. You want to roll over your luck, whatever that is.
I don't have anything in luck.
So that'll be a 15. That's the standard.
Oh, okay. 17.
Nice.
So immediately on the inside wall, there's a fire extinguisher, and then there's a break in case of fire panel, and there's like a water hose, but there's also a halogen mask, an air mask.
Break in case of
Yes.
drug air.
Well, they were thinking break in case of the automated firefighting system comes
Yeah.
on and like dumps chemicals into the place.
It's right next to a beaker that says acid do not throw on face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you could rip that off and you'll be able to walk in.
Okay, I do that.
So you're going in through this billowing, pillow-clouded meat packing plant. Hitch gets out to the car. Johnny is seizing, foaming at the mouth. Clearly, something bad is going on. And let's review the dead and dying rolls. So Todd is mortally wounded. We may have gone over this previously. Essentially, you have a number of rounds to stabilize somebody that's mortally wounded. The length of time that they've been mortally wounded makes the check harder. So I'm going to say Todd has been mortally wounded for 3 rounds. So that is an intelligence heal or a dexterity heal skill check, depending on which one you're better at, Austin.
Okay. I don't have heal, so I think I'm just rolling at a -1.
A -1, and yeah, whichever is better, your dex or intelligence.
Dex.
The difficulty for the check is 8 plus the number of full rounds that have passed, and I will say 3, so it'd be 11 is the difficulty, and you're at -1.
Rolling 2d6.
Good luck.
Oh, God, my life is in Austin's hands.
Yeah.
I rolled a total of 9.
Not enough. So Theman is making his way through this blood-soaked work floors, and you have the basic layout on your phone. You get to the rec room, it says on the door, staff only, and there's spray painted on it, that means you.
Theme and W no Nami.
You go in, all the Stamper gang members are completely out, totally sedated on the pillow, and on their pool table is all the other kilos of pillow that they stole from this Loken warehouse.
Okay, Theman's gonna gather that shit and head for the hills.
Yeah, there's a number of duffel bags nearby, which is probably what they carried it out in. And there's just this scene of him stuffing those in, zipping them up, and heading out. And you get out covered in like this pink powder. It's the pillow mixed with the blood aerosol in the air.
Hitch looks up and says, "Hey, that's what I look like after a work night."
You get out, Hitch is there. Johnny's dead in the car.
Oh, he's dead?
Oh, he's dead.
Right before he completely shuffles off his mortal coil, he looks at Hitch and he is like, "Please give these to Matthew and tell him to use them well. I've been collecting them over the past year and I want him to have them." And he hands him a couple of bundles of copper wire
God.
and a pair of false teeth.
Oh.
Oh, wow. Matthew will really appreciate that for the 5 minutes he thinks about you.
Yeah.
It's just very silently nods and holds the fake teeth out, kind of pockets the copper wire. But he's kind of leaning against the car when Thetan comes out.
Thetan?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm calling you.
Not a Scientologist.
You mean you don't follow the state religion in Boz K?
That's why it's a dystopian.
You guys have the drugs. Nobody knows that you got them. You have control of the security system through his gear. You can just delete all the recordings that showed you were in there.
Okay, I push that button.
Good call.
Yeah. Oh, no. I have sadness for Johnny. Let us go. And he pulls Johnny out of the car.
That's what I was about to ask.
Leaves him on the street.
Well, I mean, there's a dead security guard, so he won't be alone.
Yeah.
They'll go to Valhalla together.
He arranges the bodies as if it was like a crime of passion.
Sure. And by Valhalla, I mean the Valhalla crematorium.
Okay.
That's where they send all the John Does.
Travel well in the afterlife. Good Johnny. You're with Ramirez now. Goodbye.
And where do Hitch and Theman go?
Just to Florida with a bunch of blow and a pillow.
Yeah.
Going to Busch Gardens. Yeehaw.
No, so I guess we. So was there a question of who this stuff actually belonged to?
Yeah, and honestly, it also, there's a question of whether this is really Pillow, because it affects people in a way that Pillow typically doesn't.
Well, I thought the
Right.
effects were just like augmented, like it was pillow.
It's like
but
super
it just,
pillow.
Yeah, but it
Yeah.
just like puts you in a coma instead of like just to sleep.
It's like my pillow.
Yeah.
Well, so what it did, Pillow is a sedative, which lots of people are into. Take too much of it and you will pass out.
Yeah.
But the other part that is not normal is that when Johnny sampled it, it completely blacked out his memory.
Yeah.
And he did not pass out. He
Yeah.
was there and you guys were interacting with him, but he had no memory.
But yeah, I lost like a little chunk of time there where I was just gone.
Yeah.
So basically, this is pillow, but on the street they call it memory foam.
Right. Tempur-Pedic. Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, we were hired by somebody to get this shit.
Yeah, I mean, we
And-
could just give
right.
it back to Slokin, or we could look further into the what was it? There was like a community kitchen or something, Brother Guba's helping house,
Correct.
where the stuff was actually stolen from.
That was your speculation. You guys didn't have any information proving where it was stolen from one way or the other.
Yeah,
You
and
know
if-
the warehouse where the Zlokins claimed it was stolen from.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And at the end of the day, Brother Gooba did not pay us to do shit.
That's true. So you want to just take it back to Slogan?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Seems nice.
The two of you drive to Phantasmagoria, the Zlokin club that's on top of a skyscraper. That's where Evans, the shark, has his headquarters. He's a Zlokin boss. He's not head of the syndicate. He's just a local Zlokin boss in Boz K. You pass through the security at the base of the skyscraper. I'm assuming you guys messaged Evans and told him, hey, we're on the way.
Sure.
They let you through. You're taking all these duffel bags. You get on the elevators, go all the way up, and the elevator stops well short of the nightclub, and it opens onto a unfinished floor. It's just pillars, and you can see the city lights beyond. On the windows, there's loose wire hanging around.
There's a sign that says future home of a new porch.
Yeah. And there is one like fully installed light in the center of the floor, probably 40, 50 meters away, and you can see a table under it. And a voice says, place the narcotics on the table. It doesn't sound like Evan's voice. It sounds like a computerized voice. There's also a case on the table as well.
Who speaks words at us?
It just repeats, place the narcotics on the table.
Hitch draws his pistol and keeps it kind of ready, looking around.
Seem fishy here. No good.
Yeah, just like a wharf. Let's take the stairs.
So what do you guys do?
So the elevator's disabled, right?
It does not, none of the buttons do anything when you push them.
Okay.
The lights are still on, and you just, run your hands over all the buttons. They're all illuminated, but it's not moving.
Can I try to turn it back on using fix?
Yes, you could.
Okay. Is there stairs?
If
Or
you-
like one of those like air tubes, like the Jetsons or something? Like
No,
it's the
no.
future.
So do you explore the floor
Actually, can I roll notice?
Maybe.
I mean, basically, I'm trying to see, because it's a pretty dark room other than that light,
And it's a pretty dark room other than that light. I mean, you can see the shadowy outline of pillars from the lights of the city outside it.
Okay,
But it is dark.
Okay, I have the skill notice. I'd like to do that.
What are you looking for specifically?
Danger.
Fair enough.
So would that be my intelligence?
I think it's wisdom.
Okay, what's my target here?
It's 6. This is something that Theman had to do a lot. There's a lot of dangers hidden out in the wasteland. He's got to be aware.
Oh no, sand.
But, he's still not completely comfortable in a built-up environment.
With walls and shit.
Yeah.
That is a 5.
Seems fine.
Looks okay. Let's drop off drugs and go.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you want to do here, Austin?
So what's the layout of this? Are we just hearing this voice kind of coming from nowhere, or is there?
It's coming from the elevator
Oh, okay.
speaker. There's no music anymore. It's just
Okay.
that automated voice.
Thank you, elevator man. Here's drugs.
Place the narcotics on the table.
Okay, Theman does that.
Yeah.
So you guys walk into the...
Or wait, should it have been like Raiders of the Lost Ark? I need to pull the briefcase off at the exact moment. Like,
And then the drugs slowly sink into the table.
Honestly, that's
If I had thought about that, that would have been...
that's a reason to kind of hold off. Where's our payment?
There's
I
a
was saying
case
the
on the
briefcase.
table.
Okay.
So you guys step off the elevator. The doors close behind you. You walk through these shadowy pillars to that lone light, and there's a briefcase on the table. This is just like a folding table. You place the drugs on it, take the briefcase,
Yeah.
Hitch checks it.
you open it up, and there's no money. There is, however, a tablet. It'd be the equivalent of an iPad. Of course, Apple is not. It's Pear. It's a Pear pad.
Yeah, pear pad.
It activates automatically. There's the shark logo, and then Evan's face. Hey, you guys.
Hi.
This is the inevitable betrayal. Because, yeah, we appreciate everything you did, but I would rather not pay you, and you know too much. Okay, bye.
I really don't think we know that much at all. And if you guys don't pay us, I'm going to open up all these bags and just roll around in this shit for a while.
No, you won't. And then, in the darkness, these glowing red eyes appear, and you hear this low, almost feline growl. But given the position of the eyes and the shadowy aspects that you make out, it's going to be much larger than a cat. And you hear this metallic thumping as this cybernetically modified tiger
Oh.
Jesus.
walks into at least light enough. No, you see, kitty cat, good kitty, will take care of this problem for me.
I have allergies.
You're going to have allergies from blood loss.
I see.
Kitty cat, kill them, and then I give you nibbles. Will you come up and get num-num and belly rub?
When you said red eyes, I was really hoping it was just going to be an army of tiny children with pliers coming after them.
So you guys are going to want to roll some
Hitch
initiative.
shoots this cat.
I'm assuming you would respond violently. That's a default.
All right. So D8.
I got a 3.
I got a 4.
Oh, good call. Good call. You want to beat it in initiative.
Yep.
So you guys have initiative. You
Hitch
can't-
kill.
Feel free to shoot your gun.
It's just starting to pick up Theman's syntax.
I know. Base attack of +2. It's an 18.
That will hit.
Rolled an 8.
That'll do it.
I rolled a 6.
Wow. Nice. Hitch lets loose with his light pistol. Rounds are thumping into this tiger. Most of them are deflecting off the armor and just ricocheting around the room. Corey, it's Theman's turn.
Okay, so this is a cybernetic. It's not a full-on robot. It's a tiger that's been enhanced. Okay.
It clearly has biological parts.
Okay, I'm going to use my animal handling to ride it. No. So,
I'll allow it.
no.
It won't work, but I'll allow it.
Sure. I've got drive.
I mean, it does have tank treads now.
Yeah, I mean, it is his pet. It is a tiger. It has cybernetic augmentations, but it is definitely not a robot.
Okay. Well, Theman's he's still covered in drugs.
Sure.
Can I try to hug it and hope the drugs gets in him? We'll just
Yeah.
continue to attack everyone with drugs.
Yes, you can try to hug the cyber tiger.
or can I just grab a handful of pillow or like a bag and throw it towards his mouth?
I think that would be smarter.
Well, you can definitely do that for sure.
I'm going to try that.
Are you gonna? So when Johnny did this, he punched it into the guy's face. You're gonna throw the kilo of drugs?
Yeah, I think so.
Just when it roars, he's going to try to nail it right in the mouth.
Actually, don't forget, guys, this is a cat. If one of you can fashion a box somehow,
He makes a good point.
Do either of us have any cybernetic implants that makes like a laser pen? Make him chase the red dot right off the roof.
So Theman grabs up a kilo of the pillow, hurls it, make a ranged attack.
Okay, I have no bonuses, but
Cool.
it's a 19.
Oh, nice.
Kitty!
So you don't have the shoot skill, right?
Yeah, I do have shoot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
it's just a 0, so no bonuses.
So its ranged AC is 18.
Oh, wow.
So you hurl this pillow, it hits it right in the face, explodes, the drugs go everywhere. It does that cat shake where it's got something on its face and it's got to make a saving throw.
Oh, look at him, big boy yawn.
He rolled a 19 on his save.
Damn.
Shit.
He snorts, a lot of drugs go in, and the red eyes look at Theman. That pissed him off real good, and now he just feels really relaxed as he's going to try to murder you.
Ooh, big stretch.
He does the big stretch where the claws come out,
Oh, it's a stretcher.
and they're all steel claws and just scraping across the floor,
Oh, somebody's making biscuits.
just shattering pieces of concrete. Well, his attack was not super great.
Okay.
What's your armor class?
Would this be melee?
Melee armor class.
10.
Nope.
He didn't even attack. He was just kind of stretching and pawing.
yeah.
Just a gentle bat.
Yeah. It doesn't, it hits the table and sends it flying, but Theman definitely dances backwards.
You hear the briefest sound of like a little motor purring.
So now he's going to try to bite you. That's better. That was like a 20, a dirty 20.
Okay. I can roll my evasion, right?
So the evasion saving throw is for, like, if you triggered a trap or something, or so if an attack gets past your armor class, that's it. You just take damage.
Okay, fine.
I did roll a 6 on the trauma die, but I rolled a 1 on the damage die, so you only end up taking 4 points of damage.
Well, all trauma die versus me are -1 because of my hard
really?
to kill. Yeah,
Then you only take 2 points of damage.
Nice.
I accept that.
So what do you have, Corey?
Problems. No, what are you asking?
What's your HP?
It's now 4.
Oh, okay. Damn.
So, FYI, that is the lowest possible damage the cat could have rolled.
Well, he smells my cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it is your turn, you fellas.
All right. Shooting again.
So basically the cat bit at Theman and he just managed to get out of the bite. It just ripped part of his pants and left a long, nice bloody cut down his thigh.
Yeah, I'm going to shoot it.
Okay, roll your attack.
At what point do we start thinking about running away, Corey?
That's a good question, Austin. I'm
One
glad
day.
you brought it up.
Yeah.
16.
Hitch is just cutting loose with the light pistol, almost at point blank range, firing shot after shot, just bouncing off the cybernetic components. You hit a couple pieces that look like it's the meat part, but apparently there's armor plating too under some of the skin.
How's it looking?
Looks fine.
Cool.
It's
Did you
a
say
li-
its AC was 18?
Its ranged AC is 18.
Corey,
Okay.
let's run.
Is there a way out of here? Because the elevator isn't working.
Do you mean, is there a way out of here philosophically?
I mean, is there stairs? Is there any way out?
There's a bank of elevators. All the doors are closed. And there are the standard signs that point towards a guy running downstairs that lead around the elevator banks.
Okay, fuck the elevators. That's just going to be a death trap.
Yeah.
Theman grabs the duffel bags full of drugs
Okay.
and runs towards the stairs.
Hitch has already attacked, so I'm assuming I can't follow.
Well, you get one attack and one move per round.
Okay, well, I'm going to do that.
So you can run as a move action. It takes your normal combat movement rate, which is 10 for most people. Now, if you're engaged in melee with an armed foe and you run, you need to make a fighting withdrawal, or each melee enemy gets a free attack on you as you run.
I am not in melee range. Is Theman?
Yes, Theman is. Now, the downside of you can make a fighting withdrawal as a main action, and you don't shoot it, you just get out of melee range, and then you can run, Corey.
Okay, what do I need to roll for that?
You don't have to roll anything.
Okay, I do that.
You're not attacking, you're just using that as your main action.
Okay.
So I will say, though, if you're going to try to grab the drugs, and make a fighting withdrawal all as one thing, you will need to roll. I don't know, what skill do you think would best suit that?
Drug grabbing.
Yeah, do you have drug grabbing?
I have survive.
I'll allow it.
Okay. I have a 1 in survive, so.
Okay. I mean, this is pretty basic, but there's just a number of stress factors here
Yeah.
that you don't deal with in your day-to-day life.
Sure.
1, you're on a skyscraper. 2,
Yeah, cat.
cyber cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, cyber tiger. So, difficulty 6.
Okay. That's 2 6s, so a 13.
You know, Austin Thiemann is surprisingly spry.
Yeah.
He paces past Hitch, carrying all the drugs, just running.
Yeah.
You guys run around the corner, you hear the cat roar, and you hear the metal paws pounding behind you. You turn the corner, there's a door, probably leads to a stairway. Of course, there are windows all around this floor. Turn the handle, it's locked.
What floor are we on?
Oh, like the 50th.
Okay.
So, we forgot to do this last round. We roll for initiative each round.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
It's got a 6.
I also got a 6.
So the cat charges after you guys, and it's going to hit Austin. What's your melee AC, Austin?
11.
Both hit.
Okay.
Oh.
No trauma.
So I'm assuming it kind of lands on me right as we're trying to put our shoulder to the door.
Basically. 8 points of damage.
Ow.
Hitch explodes.
Does your armor have any soak on it? I assume it doesn't.
2 soak on damage, but I only have HP of 3.
I picture the cat like, you know how like a cat will get on its back and like grab your arm and kick with its back legs at you?
Just fuck, it does that, except my whole lower half just flies across the room.
Well, now, see, it was 2 separate attacks.
Yeah.
Each of those did 4 hit points.
Cool.
So your soak would apply to each hit individually.
Okay.
So the first hit, you take 2.
Okay.
The
so then I'm
second
down
hit, you
to
take
1.
2.
Okay.
And you have how many hit points total?
3.
Okay, you're still dead.
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, Hitch is just screaming as this cat is just eviscerating him. Blood's flying everywhere. Thiemann, the door is locked, but the cat is distracted.
Can I just try to kick the door open?
Sure, you could kick it open, you could pick the lock, you could shoot it.
Okay, I'll shoot it.
That's just going to take your main action. I'm not going to have you roll. I figure Thiemann's shot a lot of doors in his time.
Yeah.
It's probably a hobby out in the wasteland.
That's actually the key to his focus. Instead of a fob, it's just...
Thiemann, why are there so many bullet holes in your car?
It's well known that outlanders fear doors because they don't.
Oh, yeah.
They don't exist in the wastelands.
Right,
so
right.
you know it's.
Well, the bullets are keys in the way that, you know, an M16 fired at a distance might turn and make a keyhole.
You just keyhole it each time.
Yeah.
It's a pain when you got to go to the store, though. Thiemann fires, shoots the door open, and there's a stairwell going down.
Okay, Thiemann takes off down the stairs.
Okay. Let me make a save for the cat and see if it's distracted by its meal. Well, this would be a morale roll, really. It's pretty happy where it is.
Oh, well.
Well, yeah.
You hear this gurgling screech as Hitch's head is severed.
Farewell, sort of friend. And to cat, I wish feline leukemia on your offspring.
Thiemann runs down the stairs. You know, by the time he's exhausted by the time he gets to the ground floor. There's a door that says fire exit, emergency only. Do not use.
Well, Thiemann obeys laws, so...
There's another door that clearly leads deeper into the skyscraper's interior.
Thiemann's getting out of the building. He's going through the fire exit.
Yeah, you go out, there's a ramp that goes down, alarm goes off. Turns out Thiemann's not super concerned about that. And you get in your focus.
Thiemann's going to Brother Goobaw's helping house.
Nice.
Yeah, to broker a deal with them for the drugs and for protection from Dave Evans. Which is not a very Russian name, by the way.
Well, his real name is Davidovich Ivanikov.
Gotcha.
Patreon member Dave Evans.
Yes, thank you, Dave.
Thanks, Dave.
Yeah, he got when he got to Ellis Island in space.
Is Davidovich Ivanikov. I'm going to put Dave Evans.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's this big denouement. We won't go through it because Brother Gugas is happy to take these off your hands.
Yeah.
Because Brother Gugas gets up to some shady shit in all their halfway houses. They're happy to induct you. They would love to have a Wastelander member of Brother Gugas Helping Hands. They give you your own room.
I know Rumen.
Eventually you hear there's a street war between Brother Gugas and Slokin over this. But Thiemann survives. That's the main thing.
Yeah, exactly. And the cat lived.
The cat's fine.
That would have been sad.
It's happy.
Yeah.
Hitch was very nutritious.
That whole floor is just not getting developed for a while.
Yeah.
No, there's going to be some cleaning fees.
Yeah.
Johnny's avatar is being tortured for all eternity.
Yeah, you just and
That's right. Did we ever actually pull you out of the VR unit?
I don't think
you
so.
did not. You did not. He's
His
just laying in
mind
the
is
street in a
trapped.
cyber hell.
Yeah.
Turns out it takes hours for the brain to finally die.
Yeah. It's like Stephen King's The Jaunt, but
Well, and it's in his brain, so hours becomes weeks.
Oh, it's not a great end.
yeah.
Demon program is really creative. Good job, guys.
Yeah, we did it. Or
One of you lived.
I did it.
Did it?
Yeah.
Brother Guga gave you a lot of money to
Thank you,
join
Brother
them with
Guga.
all those drugs they wanted. Yeah, and that is our brief sojourn into Cities Without Number. It is fairly old school style OSR game, of course, so pretty lethal.
Yeah.
Austin rolled some great hits, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was very happy with
Until
most
it-
of my rolls.
Yeah, until it actually mattered.
Well, the cat had a 15 soak.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
Lord.
So-
Oh, Jesus. Really? Okay.
Yeah, so you did 2 points of damage.
I did not realize that.
Yeah.
I picture Theman taking some of the money that he gets from Brother Guga and like upgrading the focus to an escape.
Yeah. Well, he gets like a airbrush license plate for it.
Sure.
It says outlanding. And like some of those like eyelashes for the headlights.
Yeah.
Always wanted.
My other car is a war rig.
Right. And on the back window, he gets like one of those like tribute stickers, like Johnny and Hitch, year 4084, whatever. And the little family men.
It's just Hitch in pieces.
Right.
God damn it. Why didn't your Transformers character have eyelash headlights?
Right. Yeah, if we play it again.
Well, I had fun, and that's the main thing.
Yeah, that was
It is fun.
I like it.
Pretty fun game. I mean, one thing about these cyber games, I wonder if we play any in the future, because like the cybernetic implants are such a big deal.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of the draw of the game, I guess. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, the way we play these games is we have very brief, encounters of playing, and we don't get to like level up technically unless we play for a while. I wonder if in the future we could like start at a higher level or something. Is that possible?
We could. Yeah, we could. I'd want it to be like a system I'm vaguely familiar with.
Right. Yeah.
And some of the adventures just kind of allow that stuff to happen more easily. The Fallout game that we're about to start in the next few episodes, it actually has written into the starter adventure separate places where you guys should be leveling up just to experience how that works.
Okay,
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I liked it. I'm probably going to run a big Stars Without Number / Cities Without Number game in my regular gaming group. We're talking about playing that after we finish our current campaign.
Cool.
I like these OSR games a lot. I like how open-ended they are, to where anything that's narrative forward obviously is what we prefer on the podcast, but I do really like how the genre is kind of worked into the mechanics, and then you can really come up with whatever you want for the adventure.
For sure. I appreciate the rules a lot aspect.
I appreciate the friendship.
That's right. Yeah.
That's why we really do this.
Matthew loves his new teeth.
Well, he never got them.
Oh, yeah, Hitch had those.
There's a tiger walking around with dentures in.
Yeah.
Evans finds those. What the shit is this?
It's going to wind up on whatever the 4,000 year equivalent of Instagram is.
So
Tiger's just gnawing on the copper pipe.
thank you to our Patreon members. Like a few made appearances. Colby Ramirez, well, he died in the previous episode, but he was in this. Dave Evans, Mary Hill.
Yeah.
And thank you to our sponsor.
Barrel and Bond, 100 Broadway Street in beautiful downtown Paducah.
Thank you, Barrel and Bond.
Yeah.
I really wish they'd get that fucking tiger out of the bathroom.
And thanks for listening. We appreciate it. As Austin alluded to, Fallout is coming next.
Yeah, a Modifius 2D20 game. Getting back to the 2D20s.
Yeah, I'm excited.
The roaring 2D20s.
Well, Austin is running the game.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a player.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Be the easiest fucking rolls these guys ever made.
Yeah.
I'm very excited.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening. I'm Kyle.
I'm Todd.
Corey.
Austin.